These obstacles kept my small business from big bucks. Don't let it happen to you. I am going to go over 10 things that you should be doing in and with your small business. These things almost kept me back from making big bucks. My name is Portia Brantley. Many know me as Coach Portia. I am located in the great city of Bridgeport, Connecticut, and I serve many throughout the communities in Connecticut. Let's get started with those 10 obstacles that could keep you from big bucks. Let's go. One question you might want to ask yourself is, why do I want my own business? Do not be in business for the wrong reasons. If serving others is not one of your top two, then let's rethink your business. Serving others should be your first priority. You need consumers for your business. If you are not serving those in your communities and outside of your communities, then you have no business. So rule number 1, serving others should be your first priority. Understand that you do need consumers to accept what you're serving in your business. Without that, there is no model for business. Number 2, do business the right way. You guys, I cannot tell you how I was in business for about 8 years to date, and about 4 or 5 of those years, I was doing business all wrong. Totally wrong. Do your research. This is part of doing business the right way. You want to do your research. Research your state and all of the rules and ordinances that you need to comply with in order to have your business. Ask questions. Representatives are there at both state and local levels. You want to ask all of the questions that you need to ask. Consult with professionals and save thousands of dollars when actually initializing your business. This is all a part of doing business the right way. Representatives, again, in departments at both state and local levels are there to assist you. Register your business in the city or province you live in. You guys, there are so many grants, so many things that you could, funding opportunities that you could have for your business. These businesses have your money. They're waiting for you to serve. Become a member of a group. This was one of the largest things that helped me really upscale my business. I joined an MBA, a small business association right here in the great city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. These people, this group of entrepreneurs, the leaders, taught me how to run my business. They gave me tips, they gave me homework, and now my business is up and running and thriving on all four wheels, as opposed to one barrel of a wheelbarrow. Again, you want to become a part of a group that is geared toward serving communities and toward small business. There are lots of resources within these groups, and a lot of times these groups get funding and grants that they are accessible to you. Be reminded, you must do work, but these groups are great resources for your small business. Be open to making errors. This is rule number 3. Be open to making errors. You guys, you're going to make the mistakes in business. Period. In business, there are so many obstacles and so many roads and turns. Oh, I should have done this. I could do that. This one did that. Someone else did this and it worked for them, but they may not work for you. Be open to making errors. It will be all right. Do not allow that to become an obstacle in throwing away all of your amazing business ideas and business opportunities. Number 4, understand the difference between doing and being. Learn both sides of your business. The business side is, yes, be the boss. Serve your business. Being the boss has a lot to doing the paperwork. So this is an obstacle that really was affecting my small business. I knew what my work was. I knew what my agenda was. I knew how I needed to serve others. But the paperwork side, you guys, in the beginning, the first few years of my business, I would wait until the very end of the year, even though I was filing my taxes monthly on the state level and doing everything that I needed to do. My small business was actually really suffering because I wasn't doing everything almost on a daily agenda, and we'll get into that. But understand understand doing, the difference between doing and being. Learn both sides of your business. Paperwork is everything, as well as being able to perform your services. Number 5, this goes right into keeping good records. You guys, this is again one of the obstacles that was hurting my business for about 4 going on 5 years. Keeping good records. You guys, utilize apps. If you don't know how to keep good records, utilize apps. There's tons of apps. Some are free that you could use to help you stay in line and on course with your business on a day-to-day agenda. Apps give you good scheduling, and they help you keep good QC, good quality controls within your small business. Number 6, practice faith at work. And I'm going through these rather quickly, guys, but practice faith at work. This is a daily practice in your business. Design, then create. Design. Write down your ideas. Jot down what it is you need to do, then create, strategize how it is you will accomplish those things that you want to design for your business. Many times, many of us, I know I did, started my business simply on a whim. I had my brother in one ear and a male cousin in another ear saying, you should make a business. What you have, people want. I created a business, which was quite easy, actually. I created a business. I got all registered with the state. I did some federal level stuff that was all wrong because I skipped processes in the beginning, and it wasn't a good way of my design for my business. I was strategizing on how to create and do the business, but I skipped one of the main parts of moving forward in my business, which was designing my business. I created a business on a whim because two people said I should do something. So I started creating, but I missed a law in business called designing. I didn't let that set in my inner. I knew that I needed to do something, and I just ran out and did it. Well, weeks later, months later, years later, I really began to sit and began to understand my business and serving the communities that I needed to serve. It wasn't until about 2 years ago that I then created, going from a sole proprietorship to creating and designing my LLC. These things, I gave room for myself for error. Now, if I had stopped in that era of all the things that I wasn't doing at the sole proprietor level, I would not be as successful in my now LLC. So again, leave room for yourself to make the errors. Write things down. Understand what your design for your business should be. Again, this goes back to your resources that I mentioned just moments ago. Tapping into businesses, tapping into the small business minorities in your communities that will help you, that provide resources for you to really design and understand your business. Then strategize, create. So design your business, then create, strategize how you will bring that design to platforms that you need to serve. Number 8, make something happen daily. I cannot tell you how this was a major obstacle in my sole proprietor business. I was not working at my business daily. This halted, I mean halted, so many opportunities for my business. I didn't learn this working daily on my business until my husband came into my life. Just 3 years we've been married, and I've watched him work daily on his business. And I would always say, "What are you doing now?" And he would say, "I'm working on my business." "What are you doing?" "I'm working on my ledger. I'm looking at what I made. I'm looking at what I didn't make. I'm looking at new clients that I could reintroduce into the system and help. I'm looking at numbers. I'm looking at figures. I'm looking at past clients. I'm looking at clients who canceled. I'm looking at always redesigning and re-strategizing. But he did something daily. On his business. It wasn't until I personally adopted that agenda for my LLC that I began to see things move. It was one of the most blessed things I could afford myself for my business. Not only for my business, but for those that I also served. Being in business is not a lazy task. For those of you that believe, oh, I could work my business and stop in 2 or 3 hours. I don't have to work on my business every day. Let's go back. Rethink your design. Rethink and strategize, because being in business for yourself, small business, let alone a big business, doing big business, it really takes working on your business daily. This is something I was not doing in the beginning, and it caused me great financial strain. So make something happen daily. If you are not committed to making something happen daily, working on your business daily, then you are not ready for small business, let alone a very large business. So let's go back and rethink and ask yourself that question. Why do I want to be in business? And be honest with yourself. It will save you tons. Number 9, don't waste time. You guys, I cannot tell you how, in having my sole proprietor business in the first 4 to 5 years, how I wasted so much time. I was not working on my business daily. I was not utilizing apps. I was not a part of business and a small minority and business resources. I had not registered my business at the local level. I was not doing much. I was doing the service part of the business. I was doing the work. I was coaching. I was helping even my husband. We were coaching and counseling. I was doing the body work. But I wasted so many years doing nothing. Don't let this happen to you. Don't waste time. How do you not waste time? You do something daily on your business. It will create amazement instead of sitting in havoc. Again, leaving room for yourself, for error, and a lot of forgiveness. I had to forgive myself for wasting so much time. My business of 8 years could have been so far progressing, yet it's just a baby because I restarted as an LLC doing business the right way. Last but not least, and I will give you a little bit of an extra at the end, but last but not least, fast, pray, meditate, and you will slay at your small business. What does fasting do? Why must I do that? Why must I pray for my business? Why must I meditate? Because of one simple reason. It keeps you grounded. Fasting, turning down your plate for your business, keeps you humble. It keeps your feet upon the ground. It keeps you open to not only error, but it keeps you open to hear and to understand what direction your business needs to go in. Having a business is a very spiritual thing. Why is it spiritual? Because you are set to serve many. So fasting, praying, meditating, you will slay because you will be grounded enough to move in and serve your communities with whatever it is you need to serve them with. I'll give you a bit of an extra. Use what you make in business, money, whatever resources you obtain, the big bucks, to serve so many others. Reciprocate your money. If you're tithing, think of this: tithing into your own business, because you are serving many. Big bucks are not only monetary. Big bucks could be setting yourself out to receive other resources from other companies, resources from the state and local levels, from your local, state, and federal levels. Tap into your resources. These businesses have your money. So serve, and you will find that you, again, will slay at your business. Do not let these obstacles, what could be obstacles, hinder you from doing big business. I'll see you next time. Thank you for listening in. Coach Portia. You can reach me at sitsipchat.com, and I will also leave information in the description box. See you soon.